Right, nuclear doesn't compete on the price, right. And nuclear, of course, massively subsidized. The whole history of the nuclear power industry is a history of massive subsidizing. But if you think about, say, solar, and you think about Arnold's Million Solar Roof Initiative, right? I mean, the problem there is a price problem, but in a certain way. Many people could save money by switching to solar power, especially in a place like San Diego, but they don't have the upfront investment money because it costs $20,000 or so to put panels on your roof. So that's not, that's a kind of structural problem about the fact that people don't have $20,000 cash sitting around. And so one remedy to that has developed in the market-based system are now these installers who will put it on your roof and they pay the installation costs, and then you have a lease agreement where basically you buy your electricity from them and they guarantee you a price lower than what SDG&E would charge. And that's a kind of good innovative solution. But there's a second, and that seems to be working in a lot of places, and those companies' market share is growing. But another innovation would simply to have some kind of green banking where people could borrow the money at low interest loans to install it themselves, and then they own it themselves and they benefit in the future if the price of fossil fuels does go up. And the city of Oakland tried to do this, and I don't know the exact details, and it's too bad David's not here because he might know, but the city of Oakland tried to do this in which homeowners could borrow the money to put in solar installations and then pay it back on their mortgage, like through part of their mortgage every month, amortized over 15 or 30 years. And evidently that ran afoul of federal mortgage requirements under Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And so now the city of Oakland is fighting.
Wells Fargo.
Oh, okay, looking at that.
Yeah. Real estate, and they were thinking about such incentives at that time.
And what happened to that? Nothing. Because there was what, no incentive for them to do it?
There was a program in Chicago at the same time that if you were to retrofit your house for energy efficiency, then the mortgage lenders would lend you the additional money for the retrofitting, and you just pay it back.
Right. So, and that would be really smart, but now you have a regulatory framework that doesn't permit it. So that's a social and political obstacle, and that's a case for regulatory reform. But for lots of reasons, regulatory reform is difficult because once you pull one thread, then there's all kinds of other things that people